So in the last video I talked about how I've been doing a lot more mining recently. I've been down in the Crystal Hollows mining glass for the past month. Just straight, only mining glass, logging on, mining more gemstones, selling them to the bazaar, and then getting a better mining setup. When I last left you guys, my mining setup was looking like this, you know? Full set of Sorrow armor, half jaded, fully flawless up. It was a pretty good mining set, all things considered, except for one minor detail. It was a terrible mining setup, making me about 2 million coins an hour, which is garbage. I've seen people do dragons and make more money than that. But in all seriousness, even like F6s probably make more money, or F7s or something like that. And I just was sitting there in the Crystal Hollows and not really accomplishing anything. So I invested the money back into more mining gear, and I also borrowed 22 million coins from a friend. And I still owe him that 22 million coins. But now my mining setup looks a little bit more like this. Isn't this just a little bit better, you know? Full jaded Devon's armor. It's not quite gemstone to completion yet, but it almost is, and it's certainly better than the Sorrow gear, and it looks significantly more drippy, and I can alpha any Sorrow non without my gemstone coordinates right out of the lobby just by walking by and looking all cool with my drippy Devon's armor. So that's been going pretty well, and I've been mining, making quite a lot of money, and I don't actually have any money because all the money I own is currently in this armor set, but you know, it's been working pretty well for me, that's for sure. But a few days ago I was down in the mines mining gemstones as befits a Divanon in his lifestyle, because that's what I am now, I suppose. And I was pressing tab, and I noticed that there was a certain mayor being elected. That man's name was Aatrox, the Slayer mayor, and my personal favorite. And all 3 of his glorious perks were being active. He was giving 20% higher chance to get rare drops, Slayers cost half the price, and I get 25% more Slayer XP. Now this is very good, because I need Slayer XP, I need rare drops, and I'd also like to save money while doing it. So I took off the Devon's armor and put on my Crimson armor, pulled out my Livid Dagger because I sold the Shadow Fury for the Devon's helmet a while back, but the Livid Dagger works, I guess. And I went off to go do some Svens because I mentioned I want an Overflux, and, you know, hopefully if I'm lucky I can get an Overflux. Because I sold my Overflux a while back to get the mining setup started, and I said I'd buy it back after I made enough money, but it would be better if I just dropped an Overflux, so while Aatrox is there, I might as well try my luck. You know, I'm not at all close to dropping one. I'm 14,000 out of 1.2 million, but you never know, and I mean, as I do this, I'm just gonna get more Sven XP, which is, you know, reasonably useful. I could get the large Slayer sack and lose 5% less coins on death, because I definitely don't have the booster cookie effect active. No, that would be absurd. So I wanted to do Svens anyways, and if Aatrox decides to grace us with his lovely 3 perks, I might as well do some Svens and take a little bit of a break. Go out and see the sun. Nope, it's nighttime. I guess not. Never mind. But either way, Svens definitely seems like something to do, so let's go. Yes, I do my Svens in the castle and not in whatever else you call that place, the Howling Caves or whatever, because in the Howling Caves there's like 9 billion other people, the spawn rates are significantly lower, and they all just die, and it takes like 3 times longer to spawn your boss. And it's like, yes, it is less kills, but I think it's faster over here, and I've tried it, but it just feels like it's faster over here. So yeah, we'll be in the castle. And the other thing you might have noticed is that I'm using a new microphone. I'm sure it was pretty obvious upon entering, and the reason is because I'm tired of hearing that stupid computer fan in the back of all my videos, because it is very, very cringe. So I got rid of it, and I got these cool headphones, and now my microphone is different. I don't know if the actual audio is better, but at least the keyboard is less audible, and the fan is no longer audible, so that's nice. So I guess this is what you'll be hearing now for the next, like, however long, because, you know, yeah. Alright. And that was a great use of a mini-boss, and now our boss is spawned. Takes me an embarrassingly long amount of time to kill these guys, but I don't really care too much, honestly. And we're gonna level up soon off of these guys, and with the help of Aatrox, I could probably get Sven 8 today. That's another Skyblock level. Now, I am using Crimson Armor and a Lion Pet, as opposed to what one would assume would be the better setup, which would be Sorrow Armor and a Wolf Pet, because if I want Magic Find, wouldn't one assume that Sorrow would be the thing to use? The answer is no. Sorrow is not fun, in my opinion, because Sorrow Armor makes me get 20 more Magic Find in exchange for having my damage, having my health, and having my defense. And yes, the Svens do true damage, but they still kill me faster because my health is just so much lower, and also my regen is lower because I don't have rejuve on that thing. And I only have 1.6 million coins. It's something I can afford to make my Sorrow Armor stacked as it is. So Crimson Armor makes me do the bosses faster and spawn the bosses faster. So we're doing Crimson Armor. And the Lion Pet is the same story. My damage is so much lower with the Wolf Pet that it might as well just use the Lion Pet. It's only a difference of like 10 kills. Gee, let's see what it is with the Wolf Pet. Actually, no, just leveled up. Alright, well done. Maybe it's a sign. 109. Okay, so it's a difference of 11 kills, but I mean, Yeah, well, fine, we'll use the wolf pet. Might get more combat XP out of it. Maybe I was wrong. And it's also a significantly lower level. But, you know, if the lion pet was legendary, now that would be a feat to have. I've owned a legendary lion pet at one point, and it was quite magnificent, but it also had carrot candies on it, so I could not keep it. And of course, the second I start this grind to drop an overflux while Aatrox is mirror, I immediately drop a Corcher root. Like instantaneously. I think I still have it now. It's on my Pavanaut, but I immediately drop a Corcher root. And it's like, dude, that's my RNG job for this entire Meryl term. Like, why did they have to do this to me? It's like so horrible. It's very, very annoying. Does this thing work? Actually does. Well, I'll just do a bunch of slayers, see how much I get done in an hour 45 tops, and I'll come back and see you guys when I decide to. Alright, around an hour has gone by, and I've gotten nothing. Not one. Alright, well, that's all. That's all I'm doing for at least now. Yeah, I mean, here's my runes chest with all my runes. There is, in fact, the Corcher rune. I was not lying to you. Alright, and so now that the Slayers are done, I would end the episode. However, I've just run some calculations about the pricing of my mining gear, and I've totaled it up to be around like 230 mil in this stuff, and this thing, and also the Val pet. So that's enough to buy back the Overflux, which I originally did intend to do, but it's also enough to almost, but not quite, buy the Ender artifact, which is one of the things I really, really wanted in the first place. Now the issue is, not going to be able to make much more money off of it afterwards. However, the Red Sand minions do in fact exist, and those guys making me quite a lot of money. The pricing of Red Sand has risen significantly. If we take a little look here, it is now 5,600 to sell. Honestly, I probably got so much Red Sand I could be ranked. Let's see, actually. 711. Well, we're on the leaderboards. Maybe we could get Red Sand 1. Could be an interesting series, but I'm not going to try too hard, because I don't think the Red Sand Wars is going to have as much originality as the Potato War, which everyone knows and loves. Let's see what he says. Funny. Let's go, poisonous potato. Well, anyways, as I was saying before I was so strangely interrupted, in the next Skyblock video, you're probably gonna see me with a full set of Ender Slayer gear, and we can finally start the Ender Slayer 9 journey that I wanted to begin oh so long ago. But that's another problem for future me, as I like to say, and current me has some work to do. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.